Hi everyone, today we're going to go over work that only contains constant forces. There are two types of work and one-dimensional figures, but we'll only be looking at when a constant force is acting in a straight line, and of course here's a quick little example of work. So there are several definitions that can define work, but in this case work is defined as an object that undergoes a displacement along the direction of the force, and that's if a force acts on an object. If so, that force has done work on that same object. For instance, take this box as an example. At the moment, the box is sitting at rest. Now let's apply a constant force to it. As we analyze the box, we see it moves through a displacement s. Because there is a constant force that is acting on the object in the same direction of the displacement, we can say that the work done by a force is simply force times displacement. And we know that the units of force is in newtons and displacement is in meters. So therefore, the unit of work is in the joules. So let's just go ahead and do a quick little example. First off, we're just going to draw a free body diagram of the book so we have a better idea of what is going on in the problem. So we know there's normal force, weight, your push force, and friction acting on the book. But here, each force acting on the book is constant, so we can disregard normal force, weight, and friction. As we apply the push force and displacement of the book moves in a straight line. Because of this, we can use the formula in the previous slide. Before we do this, let's just write down what we know. We know that the displacement is 1.50 meters and the force is 2.40 newtons. Now let's use the formula for work from the previous slide. This is we plug in the values that were given in the formula and we get 3.6 newton meters or 3.6 joules. And then just a quick note before we end this presentation. When force acts in the direction of motion, work is considered positive, and when force acts opposite to the direction of motion, work is negative. So it makes sense that we did get a positive number in this example because force and displacement is moving in the direction of motion. Alright, thank you for listening.